How many of you know when God says, I'm going to bless you, that statement has very high significance, right? I mean, just think about the person that is making a promise, it matters. Would you agree? The person that is saying, I'm going to give you something, I'm going to bless you with something, that matters where that's coming from. And so if God is making this promise, I will bless you, how many of you know that is of higher significance than anyone else that could say that, right? Just this last week, there was Halloween, and my nephew had come over, and he had some candy, and he was so excited, and his mouth was just full. I mean, full of probably various candies and just gobs of sugar, right? And so he comes to me, and he's so excited, and his mouth is full, and he's drooling with sugar. It's all just everywhere. It's everywhere. And he comes to me, and he holds out his hand, and he says, "You want some?" And I look in his hand, and it's like M&Ms, and it's all melted and nasty and gross. And I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm good. You enjoy your candy. Thank you, though, right? And you're nice about it. But how many of you know that he wanted to bless me with something that was within his means, right? This is what I have. This is what I'm enjoying, and I have so much. Do you want some, right? How many of you know, though, if a billionaire was to come to me and said, I want to bless you with something, I'm not expecting melted M&Ms, right? I'm probably expecting something pretty significant. And this is what God is saying. Listen, I am the God who owns everything. Everything is mine. The earth is mine and all of its fullness. And God is saying, I will bless you. He's saying, out of all of my abundant resources, when I am making this statement, this is a significant statement because I have no lack. I have an overwhelming amount of resources. In fact, God says, the world is mine in all its fullness. But right before that, he says, if I were hungry, I would not tell you. Why would God say that? If I were hungry, I would not tell you. Why? Because you don't have the means to give me anything I need. But God's saying, but I have an overwhelming capacity to give you what you need. How many of you know that God doesn't need us? He doesn't need us. But if we can tap into this covenant benefit of provision, we tap into the unlimited resources that are available to God. And so when God says, I will bless you, how many of you say, that's a big deal? That's a big deal. In fact, look at the person next to you and tell them, that's a big deal. And so God wants to bless us. He wants to do it. And he's saying, and I have the means to do it. I have the means to do it.